Hello everyone, I welcome you all to Studies Code. And it is 9 a.m. which means it's time for your daily dose of vocabulary with us. Here the session will be in less than 5 minutes. The word you're going to see here are taken from the Hindu and they're hand-picked based on the importance of your exam pattern and what UPSC follows, okay? So you're going to see the words that are important for the exam point of view, okay? We are trying to make the session more into English than Hindi. So what is your feedback about it? We'll keep the entire session in English so that it will help you guys. So give your feedback, what you want. If you want us to change a little bit, then we can change it accordingly, okay? Coming to the first word for today, the word is punitive. Punitive means relating to, involving, or intending to inflict punishment. When you're trying to give somebody punishment, okay? So, when you use this word, it will intend to giving somebody a kind of punishment. We'll see the example here. The example says the federal government might take punitive action, means punishable actions, against a company that polluted a river. So, if any company is polluting the river, then the government can take an action and they can punish that particular company. This is what the sentence means. The image also conveys the same meaning. Coming to the synonyms, we have the first word corrective, retaliatory, and retributive. All these are important here, but in star mark this one and the second one. Okay, so these both are more important. Next, we come to the second word, which is rebuke. Rebuke means to criticize or reprimand someone sharply or to speak to someone in an angry and critical way. So when you're trying to speak to somebody very angrily or in a very critical way, that is, you're analyzing their work in a negative way. Okay. Coming to the example, we have she was rebuked for being late. So she was critically analyzed on being late or she was shouted upon being late. The synonyms are admonish, chid, and reprimand. Here, all three of these synonyms are important, okay, because there are high chances that they could come in your exam. When you are starting these words, make sure you also notice their spellings, okay? Because sometimes you get a question where they ask which one is correctly spelled. So, make sure to note that down also. Next word is allayed. Allayed means to reduce or subdue something in intensity or severity or to make something quiet or calm. Here, you can refer to allayed when you are trying to reduce something. For an easy reference, whenever you are trying to reduce something or whenever something is getting reduced in a better way or getting quietened, then you can use this word allayed. Coming to the example we have, you might allay someone's fear or allay the heat with a breeze. So, if somebody has fears, then you can allay it with your calm words. Or if there's heat, lot of heat, then the heat can also be allayed with breeze. Allayed means reduce. Coming to the synonyms, we have calm, ease, and lessen. Synonyms here are pretty easy because the word itself is very tough. Next, we have the word anomaly. Anomaly. Anomaly means inconsistent with what is normal, usual, or expected. When something which is not, or you could say which is different from the normal or which is going on and it is a little bit different, then we call it anomaly. Here, the image will convey the same meaning very easily. So, if you see a person with 3-4 heads, so that is very abnormal. So, that kind of thing is very inconsistent to the normal thing. Here, you could use the word anomaly. The sentence here says, a doctor might detect an anomaly in patient's heartbeat. So, if there is something different from the normal heartbeat that you have, if there is something different, okay, there could be high or there could be low. So, the doctor can detect it after taking test. Coming to the synonyms, we have oddity, quirk, and incorrigibility. Here, the third one and the first one are kind of important for you guys. Second one you should remember. Okay. Coming to the next word, we have travesty. Travesty means a distorted, debased, or inferior imitation of something or a cheap mockery of something or someone serious. Now, travesty, most of the times when you have a very good movie, right? You have a very good movie or you have a very good book. So, next time you'll see a very good book, it gets adapted into a series or you could say it gets adapted into a movie. And sometimes when they are making the movie, that imitation might not be very good or it could be distorted, debased, So whatever the readers are, they usually get very offended when the movie is not, it does not serve up to the mark. So that time you can use the word travesty. Travesty means when you're imitating something, but the imitation is not done very nice. So it looks very cheap, it looks very bad. And the same thing you could say when you have very big designer bags. So most of the times you see a lot of cheap availability. Okay, cheap, they make copies of it, they imitate those bags and perfumes, a lot of things. So that thing, when not done right, when the imitation is not done right, that time we use this word travesty. Coming to the sentence, we have the production of Sweeney Todd was the worst I've ever seen. It was a travesty. Here they're talking about a play or a movie, and the production was very bad, so they called it a travesty. The synonyms here are sham, perversion, and mockery. Perversion is a good word here, so might remember this. Next, we come to the word paradox. Paradox is a word that you might hear a lot if you're reading the newspaper or you follow us in our daily news analysis. Okay, so that time you might have heard this word. This kind of word makes a lot of headlines in your Hindu. So what does this word mean? It means a statement or situation that seems contradictory or impossible but is actually true or possible. When the statement or situation looks contradictory to what is there present, actually it might look impossible at that time, but actually these are facts and truth. Example will make it very clear for you guys. It's a paradox that computers need maintenance so often since they are meant to save people's time. So it's a paradox because we made computers, we invented computers so that we could, we could use our time and we could be more efficient. But the amount of maintenance that the computer requires actually is not helping us save that much time. So that is a paradox. So this sentence might help you a lot. Okay, so read it again if you are not able to, know the meaning of it. Coming to the synonyms, we have anomaly, the word that we just discussed, and then you have contradiction and enigma. Enigma here is important. Anomaly we already discussed. Next word we have mortified. Mortified means feeling or showing strong shame or embarrassment. Okay, so if you show some strong shame or embarrassment, might be something you've done, might be something you've seen, you could be very embarrassed. That means you're very mortified. So you can use this word in your daily vocab also. Okay, coming to the example we have, when they told us we couldn't vote, I was absolutely mortified. So I was absolutely embarrassed. Synonyms are abashed, chagrin, and appalled. So here all these words are kind of different, so you kind of need to remember all of these. Okay, they're very small also, and the word here could not, when they come in synonyms, it might be very hard. So try to remember these. Next, we have the word retribution. Retribution means punishment for doing something wrong, especially for the purpose of revenge or repayment. So when you have done something wrong and then you're punished. Here the punishment here refers when you're taking a revenge or a repayment from somebody in that way. Example says they fled because they feared retribution for the genocide. So they fled away because they had a fear that they might be punished for the genocide. The synonyms are reprisal, payback, and revenge. Here the first one is important, so I'll star mark that. Lastly, we come to the word for the day. I hope कि आपको इस word का meaning पता हो. Then if you know it, then you can answer this in the comments. Make sure to answer that in the comment section. If you don't know it, then I'll tell you the meaning in the pinned comment. So you can check the pinned comment there. So make sure you answer the meaning of this word, also the synonyms of this word. Lastly, if you watched this session till now and you have liked it, so make sure you like the session. I know a lot of people watch it, but they do not like it. So make sure that you like. At least we're hoping that we get at least 50 likes on this session. It's very less number, but make sure you like it if you're watching it. Share it with all your friends that are preparing along with you. Lastly, answer the question that we asked in the comment section, and do not forget to subscribe to our channel. With that being said, I'll end this session here. Thank you for watching.